am Achla Bharadwaj, NLP trainer and life transformation specialist. And formally now I welcome you to this 21 days challenge to motivate your subconscious mind through the beliefs of Bhagavad Gita. And first of all, I would like to, in fact, congratulate you on taking the best decision for your growth and development and investing your time in this 21 days challenge to motivate your subconscious mind. And I also want you to understand and believe that you are absolutely blessed, because mostly all of us we can invest 2100 rupees and 30 minutes on ourselves. But only you are selected by the universe to do so and attend this session. In fact, it's mentioned that listening to Bhagavad Gita gives immense blessings. And when you are able to apply the learnings in your daily life, then you are even more blessed. So what I have planned for you is for the next 21 days is to share with you one shloka every day out of the 700 shlokas in the Bhagavad Gita, and share with you the meaning primarily in English, a little bit Hindi, because I'm from North India, so a little bit Hindi will come, but it will be all you'll be able to understand because primarily it's English. So I'll share with you one shloka every day, and after that there will be a guided meditation. So whatever you are listening to is actually going into your subconscious. And when anything goes into your subconscious, the learnings are far more deeper than when you just listen and just forget it after you have listened to it. So each shloka is carefully chosen by myself to help you in this yuga, that is the Kali Yuga. And we are constantly facing some difficulties or the other. So right now it's pandemic, but before pandemic also it wasn't that we were not having any challenges or difficulties. But now the magnitude has changed and risen to another level. So whenever there is a challenge, it's always important to connect back to the basics, because the foundations have to be rock solid. And I thought, what better than the Bhagavad Gita to refer to at this point? So let's begin today's session. And Bhagavad Gita, why I chose Bhagavad Gita was because since immemorial times, this has been a prime source of inspiration for many great leaders, thinkers, philosophers like Mahatma Gandhi, Vivekanand, Swami Vivekanand. So whenever they were also in any situation where they needed answers, the right answers and the right decisions, this was the point to refer to. And the messages that are shared in the Gita are timeless, and they're applicable in every facets of life even today. So even though the yugs have changed, but I would just suggest you to imagine yourself whenever I say the word Arjun. Okay, I want you to just imagine that you are Arjun, because whatever has been taught to Arjun is actually the message for all of us. So the moment you listen to the word Arjun, Amit, you can resonate that, okay, it's for me. Sakshi, you can resonate. Gender doesn't matter. Saranyan, you, Manisha, Smita, Chandar, Tanisha, all of you, right? 1 second, I'll just reduce volume. Just give me 1 second. Right? So just imagine yourself to be that Arjun, because even though Arjun was, very brave, he was a warrior, he was a brilliant archer, but the dilemmas that he had, during this battle, all those dilemmas are true for us. So even though the Bhagavad Gita was written ages back, but it applies to each of us even today. So let's begin. And okay, I would just like to give you a background that why this Bhagavad Gita has been shared, because it was shared during the Mahabharata, and at the beginning of Mahabharata, Arjun was absolutely confused. He was fearful, he was anxious, but with the coaching of Sri Krishna, he was able to understand his duties, perform them diligently, and finally he won the battle. And my endeavor for all of you also is that you too have to win each battle in life. So in the next 21 days, through the Bhagavad Gita challenge, your deeper self will give the knowledgeable answers to not only the mysteries of existence, but also a progressive process to uplift yourself to the pure consciousness. So let's begin today's session. And you are all on screen. Smita, if you can come on screen, Manisha, then it will be easier for me to identify and observe you. And if I notice that there is any discomfort, or there are some learnings which are deeper, then I can just address that. So with that, let's just begin. Great. So what is the meaning of Bhagavad Gita? Bhagavad means Bhagwan or God, and Gita means the song of God, right? So Bhagavad Gita means the song of God, which was revealed by Lord Shri Krishna to Arjun on the threshold of this epic war of Mahabharata. And when you do, when do you enjoy the songs? When you have gone for movies, or you listen to songs, when is the best time to enjoy the songs? And how do you enjoy? When you just sit in a relaxed manner. So I would just invite you to sit down or lie down in a comfortable and relaxed position, and just enjoy these shlok, these learnings, these geets, songs, whatever you may want to call, because that is when it just starts to sink in deeper and deeper. And I would invite you to just take a nice deep breath in and breathe out, and just connect with your breathing and become aware of this breath that you're inhaling. And as you're breathing in, just pay attention to this coolness in your nostrils, and allow this fresh air, this oxygen, to just go deeper and deeper inside. And as you exhale, just imagine and feel that any stress that you were holding on to is now just coming out of your system, going farther and farther. And you may keep your eyes closed. That would be great. And with your closed eyes, just bring your focus on the area of your third eye, and just take a nice deep breath in and breathe out. Allow yourself to just breathe and relax, because the more you are aware, feel relaxed, the more your mind naturally starts to relax and open to the possibilities of becoming a better version of yourself. And you want to continuously become your better version, don't you? So just relax, and you will notice that slowly you'll start to drift off, slowly and slowly, as if you're sleeping. You're not sleeping. You are in that state where even though you consciously don't remember the shloka or the meaning, but your subconscious will be listening, and it will start to get motivated to get on the path which Sri Krishna has suggested. And this path is the path of excellence and enlightenment. And where there is light, darkness cannot stand. And where there is knowledge, ignorance cannot remain. So now I'm sharing the shloka from the Bhagavad Gita. Atavyastitan drishtva dhartarashtan kapitvajaha pravritte shastra sampate dhanuruddhamya pandavaha Rishikesham tada vakyam Damaha Mahipate. And in this shloka, the word Kapitvaj means monkey bannered. The word monkey bannered denotes the presence of the mighty monkey god, Sri Hanuman, on Arjun's chariot or the Rath. And it so happened that once Arjun became very boastful of his archery skills and kept at Sri Krishna. And he said, I don't understand that why was it that during Lord Ram's time, the monkeys worked so hard to make a bridge from India to Lanka with heavy stones. And if I was there, I would have made a bridge of arrows. To which Lord Shri Krishna asked him, okay, go ahead and show me your bridge. And that time, Arjuna very skillfully showered thousands of arrows